Hey, everybody. I am just so excited to be back. I am back for another Motivation Monday in the Wife Tribe group. I have taken a small hiatus. I would say a semi hiatus. And you know what? I feel like it's important for people to do that, especially if you're a person who pour out a lot. You're always giving, whether it's wisdom, whether you're coaching people, if you're giving out as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, as an employee, whoever you are. I think it's important to kind of take a step back and just regroup and retreat sometimes, just to fill yourself back up and get around those people in your life that fill your cup up. And I think it's important to do that, regardless of whatever position you in. I don't care who you are and what you do. You have to take the time out to retreat. All right. And so I have been on like a semi hiatus, still, gradually in the group, doing things here and there, but not truly active. So this video, I want to encourage you. I want to give you some information about some Wife Tribe updates. For the people who don't know me, I want to introduce myself. I am Wife Coach Era. All right. I am the founder of Wife Tribe. So I just want to get right into it today. I hope everybody is feeling great, wonderful. I hope everybody is feeling blessed. Okay. I feel really blessed, y'all. And I feel like you should feel blessed too. It never should be a time in your life when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel blessed, you don't feel excited about waking up, you don't feel happy when you wake up, you don't have joy when you wake up, you don't have excitement about what might happen that day when you wake up. You should wake up just feeling so grateful, first of all, that you're up, but you should have an excitement about this thing we call life. All right. And if you do, I'm very happy for you. And if you don't feel like that, we have to figure out something to get you there. Okay. Because I just want to let you know that you are blessed. I don't care what you might be going through right now, who you might be having some marital problems right now. Things are not going your way. You've had some things that has shooken your spirit, shaking your life up. We all have it. But I want to tell you, at the end of the day, it is all about perspective. Do you understand? That's what a lot of people need to get about life. It's about perspective, okay? And it's a choice to feel what you want to feel at that time. You can choose to stay in that, or you can just choose to wake up with just absolute joy. And the way our God, my God, loves me is nowhere in the world. It's nowhere in the world. I'm gonna be able to wake up as a sad person, a depressed person, a miserable person. It's just no way. I don't even have it in me. I don't even see how it happened, y'all. Okay, because He is just that amazing. God is so good. He's so good to His children. He's such a good father. And I just be excited, y'all. I just be so excited about what God is doing and how He is showing up in my life every single day. And I know He's showing up the same for you guys. So today, all right, I want you first before I get started, because this is going to be good. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to talk about some White Tribe upstate updates. I want you to stick around for that, because if you want to stay connected to the Wife Tribe, it's some changes that's going to be made. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that toward the end in more detail. But stay tuned, because I want you to get this information so you can stay connected. All right. Then also, I just want to dive deep a little bit and talk about another level of discipline. All right. This is my Monday motivation for y'all. All right. Go ahead. I want you to share this, share the group, share with some people that you know, share for someone who you feel like needs this information. And if you need to hear it again, replay it. Okay. Just let you know, this is going to be not just in a group, but I think it's going to be on our YouTube channel. And go to our YouTube channel. It's so much wisdom on there. Y'all, man, people be like, I need answers. I need answers. Take the time out to get the wisdom. I think a lot of times people, they want everything so quick, and people are out here giving wisdom, giving information, hearing from God and giving it to the people, but the people don't take the time out to watch it. So it's nothing I can do about it. I can't force you to watch it. All right. All right. Let me jump right into it. Another level of discipline, y'all. Another level of discipline. You know, I really don't like to talk too much because I want to make sure the things that I say is not me saying them. I want to make sure the things that I'm saying is coming from the Father. All right. I heard this. I heard this. You know, something amazing happened to me yesterday. Okay, guys. Oh man. You know, just thinking about it, it just brings me to tears. But I heard today, God said, I showed you that. You experienced something yesterday, right? I experienced something yesterday. Thank God for that. But he told me that it was going to require another level of discipline to get it. Listen to what I'm saying. I showed you the pathway. I gave you the pathway. I showed you where you need to be going. But this road right here, this road is going to require another level of discipline. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Okay. So I feel like I'm already pretty much a disciplined person. I had to be, you know, I'm a mama. Any mother out there know you it's a level of discipline when you have children. Shout out to all my mamas, all right? And I had triplet sons at a very early age. They were premature. They were in the NICU. They had heart monitors. They're on several medications, different surgeries. And it just required another level of me in order to participate in their survival. All right. And so at 22 years old, I'm like, I had to grow up. I had to mature. I had to acquire a level of discipline in order to save my children, be a part of that. God bless me with them, but hey, it's a love. I have to do this work, so I had to study. I had to go to classes to learn how to do the heart monitors. I mean, I'm not even a registered nurse or anything like that, but honey, I can go in the hospital and I can tell you where everything. I can tell you how to work these machines. I can tell you about medications and all of that. Okay. So I had to get another level of discipline within me in order to make sure that my sons were healthy. All right. I couldn't do what I used to do anymore. Like who I was at 21 when I stepped into that as a mother at 22 when I had triplets, even when I had two daughters before the triplets, but when it comes to multiple children, that's a whole different ball game. I don't even want to hear about, oh, I got one child in my life, you know, it's in chaos. That's because you want it to be. Try having multiples at one time, all right? That required another level of discipline, even though I had two other kids, all right? So let me tell you this. You cannot do what you used to do anymore. All right. That's just period, point blank. That's it. You cannot continue to do what you used to do. God is saying what you used to do is null and void. All right. You can't wake up anymore at any time that you want to. You know how we stay in the bed. Let me just get a little bit longer. A little maybe like 5-10 minutes more. No, get up. It's time to get up. It's time to stop slumbering and sleeping late. You can't just eat what you want to eat anymore. God is saying that He is requiring another level of discipline. You have to discipline yourself. You got to keep that foolishness out your mouth. You have to be in another level of control over your life. You have to have another level of discipline. You can't continue to treat your body like trash and expect your body to become a masterpiece. You understand what I'm saying? I just have to say it what it is because to me, if I want something to change, I'm going to require the discipline that I need to have in order for it to change. You can't just do what you want to do anymore if you're trying to get to a certain place in your life. Where you're trying to go, the things that you're trying to achieve, who you're trying to be, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to attach yourself to will require another level of discipline. Okay. You cannot become fluent in anything if you're not ready to do the studying or the practicing. All right. How are you going to become an expert at anything? You don't open up a book, you don't read, you don't study, you're scrolling. And so you have to be disciplined. If you want to become fluent in anything, if you see something that you want to become, but you keep doing the same things that you're doing, you're never going to become that person. Okay, so you have to be willing to study. You have to be willing to practice. You have to be willing to sacrifice. All right, it's going to require another level of discipline for the next level, y'all. You can't. Oh, listen, and somebody might get offended by this, but listen, it is what it is. We got to keep it real, because in deliverance, you have to be real in order to be delivered. We can't hide what we're doing and think that we're going to be delivered for something that we won't even admit that we have a problem with, or that's something that we're dealing with. All right. And so, mothers, you can't allow your children to run the house, then expect legacy. You can't allow your children to be running your house, telling you what to do. You don't have no structure in that house. The children watch what they want to watch. They got TVs all up in their rooms. They going to sleep with TVs. They got food in their room. The house is ramshack. It's toe up. You don't know what you're doing from left to right. But guess what? You think that you're gonna have a legacy. You don't have any control. It's going to require another level of discipline in order to have legacy for your children. If you are not disciplined, your children are not going to be disciplined. And how undisciplined children are going to create legacy for the generations. Period, point blank. Get up and turn the TV off. I don't, this is my personal preference, but I do not believe that children need TV in their room. That's just me. That's how I ran my house. I'm not trying to tell anybody what they need to do, but I'm telling you, in order for you to get your family to a certain place, then it has to have a level of discipline in the house. It takes, come on, it's another level of discipline. All right. When you see those other children from other cultures, they're thriving. And so when they become young adults, you see them thriving in so many different ways. And they're doing this and they're doing that. And you wonder why some people in our particular culture lag behind in certain areas. It's because I know for a fact, I know people like that. It's another level of discipline. They were disciplined. They didn't play no games when it came to that. All right. The parents turned the TV off if they had one. All right. And the parents didn't allow a TV in their room to put them to sleep. All right. Get up and teach your kids something. All right. And get off the internet. It requires another level of discipline if we want different type of children, because as we look at the generations today, the children are raising themselves and they're going haywire. We see it in our streets every day. We turn on the news and you wonder why the generation is in chaos. You know why? Because nobody is doing what they need to do. Nobody is taking it to another level of discipline. They're just allowing things to take place. They're just allowing life to just go. They don't have an expectation or a standard for their family to create legacy. All right. Whew, get up and clean the house. Get up and make your children clean the house. That's another level of discipline. We're talking about mothers right now. All right. But let me change it a little bit. In your marriage, I mean, you can't expect to have a loving marriage when you don't have a disciplined mouth. Another level of discipline. You want longevity. You want to be able to say that I was with my spouse for 10, 20, 30 years and we have this beautiful marriage, but you can't keep your mouth closed at the time that it needs to be closed. All right. It's a level of discipline, you guys. It starts with us. It literally starts with us. I don't care what anybody, we can point the finger all day. It all starts with us. All right. Discipline your tongue. Another level of discipline, y'all. All right. Always remember that you are in control of yourself, because I don't care what you see, what is happening to you, what another person is doing. It is your responsibility for the reaction. All right. I don't care what's going on. You are still responsible for yourself. So, in situations like that, oh, I can't control my tongue because he did this and I ain't supposed to say nothing. No, you're not. All right. You cannot expect to reach new levels in life. You can't expect to have a closer relationship with God if you're only spending time with God on Sundays at church, if you're, only talking to God one time a week, if you barely open your Bible, if you're barely praying, and God is requiring new levels from us. You want to get to a certain place, but you're not willing to do the work. You're not willing to discipline yourself in order to get where you want to get in God. All right? That's what it's going to take. New heights require a new discipline, a new level of discipline. As you continue to grow as a woman and in the Lord, you should be unrecognizable. That's just the truth. Because whoever you were 5, 10 years ago, you should not be that same person 5, 10, 15 years later. If you are, then that means that you are not growing. All right. And we are here to continue to grow. But the only way we can truly grow, guys, is if we have another level of discipline. Discipline is big, y'all. Discipline is big. Look it up. Understand what the definition is. Pray about it. Go to the Father and ask him what he is requiring for you and what you need to do. But it's going to take some effort on your end to get where you need to be. All right. You won't be able to get to the next phase of your life without discipline. And I think that about myself so much because when I was in a waiting season, I had to discipline myself in order to prepare myself for marriage. And so it was another a level of discipline that I had to get to in order to be prepared for my husband. I mean, this is just something that is a continuous thing. It don't stop. And see, I think we think that, oh, okay, well, I'm disciplined in this, but no, this is a journey of discipline. This is not something that you just achieve. It's a continual thing, just like growth is a continual thing. You never stop growing. So that means you never stop disciplining yourself. It's always going to be a new level of discipline. First, we just have to admit that there is a lack of discipline in our life. That's one step to get where we are. We have to admit that we have some issues within our homes, with our children, that they need discipline. See, a lot of the problem when it comes to, like, I'm talking back about mothers and children. When it comes to that stuff, like, a lot of parents don't even want to admit that their kid's bad. They don't want to it. And people say, don't use that word bad. Don't call the kid bad. They're not bad. They're just maybe mischievous. Child, please. I don't play that. I call it what it is. All right. Admit that your child need to be disciplined. And once you can face that fact that your child has some issues, then you can work on what you need to fix within yourself so you can fix what you need to fix within the child. Because I'm telling you, it's just a situation that's going to continue to fester and it's going to turn into a disaster if it get unchecked. Unchecked discipline leads to permanent trauma. Unchecked discipline leads to permanent trauma. All right. They don't believe it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what it is. All right. I want you to definitely look up the definitions of what discipline is and really do a study of it so you can really understand why I'm so passionate about it, why it's so important. And God is saying he's requiring that from us. We want to be able to do all these amazing things with our life. We want to be able to be in certain circles. We want to be able to achieve these amazing things. We want to be able to have this amount of money. People want so much money, but you not even disciplined with the money you got. So what you think going to happen when you get millions of dollars? I mean, come on. We just have to be real with ourselves. Like, we have these things in our head. Well, we should have these things, but should you? You need to really ask yourself, like, where you are in your life, and is this something that I even can handle? Can I be disciplined with my money? Am I going to be able to give it, invest it the way I need to invest it, and not just squander it? It's just so many different things. All right. The people that's usually successful are the people that are highly disciplined. All right. And I'm just not talking about money. Because a lot of times, a lot of people think this is about money, money, money. No, I'm talking about discipline, period. With their tongue, in their lives. Their family structure looks different. Their families look different. Just look around, pay attention. Pay attention, and you will see the difference because successful people deal with their issues head on. They tackle it and they deal with it and then they change it. All right. We have to be able to do the work in order to get where we need to get. So God has laid that upon my heart, ladies. Another level of discipline. I can really go into this. This is a conversation that just have to be had, especially when it comes to, marriage and motherhood, because, a lot of times people just want to always feel like they can just escape it, and they have excuses of why things are the way they are. And I'm just like, okay, things are the way they are, but what are you going to do to change it? You can't just accept where you are. You have to really work toward changing your environment, changing your life, breaking generational curses, and creating legacy in your life. If that's something you want. Some people may not want that, but this is not for you. All right, so I'm already at 21 minutes. I had no idea that I was going to be that long, but I want to give you some Wife Tribe updates. All right. And so I've been working behind the scenes strategically to try to get off Facebook permanently. And that is my goal. I have this, and I'm sure many people can agree, it's like a love non-like relationship with social media, but we all know that social media is useful in ways, and it's not in so many other ways. Okay. And so I have decided to get off of social media, this particular platform, by the end of 2022. I'm just so excited about that. Woo! No more Facebook group for me. But we have I have something in place where you're going to be able to continue to be a part of the Wife Tribe, participate in the events that's coming up, participate in the things that I'm offering, and only focusing on just a few things that I do within Wife Tribe outside of just the one-on-one coaching, the online classes that you have an opportunity to do. And so it's going to be private. It's going to be, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I would just say that it's going to be private. I just want, and it's only going to be for certain people that is able to be a part of it. But it's still going to be open to the masses. But in order for you to be a part of it, it's certain things that you have to be able to acquire and go through and to be a part of the Wife Tribe group moving forward. So I'm excited about what's going on. It's some things that's coming up. Hold on. It was something that I wanted to make sure. I can't believe it. That I wanted to make sure that I talked about before I get off. Go ahead and just go on the Wife Tribe website, www.theofficialwifetribe.com. Just go ahead and subscribe on the channel, and then when all those changes are being made, you'll be the first to know, because it will be more online based, more email subscription based. And because you are a part of that, then you will get the information about everything else that's going on. All right. So I just want to invite you guys to a big event that is going on. I'm actually speaking, guys, and some other amazing women are speaking at a conference that's coming up on Friday, June 16th, and Saturday, June 17th. So I'm saying it again. The women's conference is going to be Friday, June 16th at 7:30 p.m. And then we're going to have another day for the conference, and that is going to be Saturday, June 17th at 10 a.m. So it's a 2-day conference. All right. It's a 2-day conference, and I want you to be able to be a part of it. I'll be one of the speakers on a panel, and then I'll be a speaker on the second day as well. I want you to come out and be a part of this amazing event. You can find the event on Eventbrite. All right. It is called the Next Level Woman Conference Ignite. Ignite. We're going to ignite you, right? Conference 2023. The tickets are $35 to get in, but honey, it is so worth it. That's for both days. All right. And once you pay for your ticket, you will get all the information that you need to know about location. But it is in the Atlanta area, just to let you know that. So please go ahead and get your ticket before they sell out, because it is like a certain amount of room that's available for the place that we have. So definitely do it. It's going to be a powerhouse event, and I'm really, really excited about that. It's called the Next Level Women's Conference, Women Ignite Conference. So I definitely want you to be a part of that, and tell somebody about it, and invite some girlfriends, your sisters, your auntie, your daughters. Your daughters, this generation needs us, y'all. So if you have some young daughters, definitely invite them, get them a ticket. So you can press the link. It is actually in the Wife Tribe group under discussion. You'll be able to see it, and you can go ahead and click the Women Ignite link, and then you can buy it. So I hope that this Monday motivation have encouraged you, have inspired you in some way. God is saying we need another level of discipline, and I'm just so excited about what our Father is doing in so many people's lives, guys. We just have to be excited about doing God's work. It's just so many things I can just say about being a child of God, and how what an amazing experience, and how privileged it is to just be a part of the family. Now I'm talking about the heavenly family, but we have to come together um here as a body and continue to do the work of God. So listen, another level of discipline. He's telling you, you need another level of discipline. You can no longer be who you are. You cannot longer continue to do the things that you're doing. And if you want to get to this new phase, if you want to meet that husband, if you want to lose that weight, if you want to get that career, if you want to save a certain amount of money, get your credit together, if you want to go ahead and chase a dream that you've been dreaming about for years, if you want to you know, run a marathon. Don't it take conditioning? Don't it take preparation? It is time out. Stop allowing the enemy, guys, to steal your time on things that do not matter. Turn the TV off. Netflix, Hulu, Tubi, that's the only ones I know. And turn the internet off. Turn it off. It is a time stealer, guys. That time that we're using and paying attention to what so many other people are doing in their lives. We are not focusing on the things that God has given us to do. And of course, that's the trick of the enemy, right? He wants us to be distracted. But we need to be focused on the things of God, from wake up to going to sleep, while we're sleeping, meditating on the word of God at all times and working towards it. Sometimes you got to dial back. Sometimes you got to shut down a little bit. Sometimes you have to isolate. Sometimes the phone calls are less. Sometimes the conversations are less. All right. It's okay. Sometimes you can't show up at everything, and it's all good, even if it's family. Sometimes you have to dial back, because you need to stay in a certain head space. And sometimes some invitations have to say, no, no, I'm working on myself right now. I am working on the next phase, and I don't have room to be distracted by conversations, by negative people, by anything that's not going to encourage me to the next phase. All right. And I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm at almost 30 minutes. Listen, if you want to talk to me directly, you know where to find me. info@theofficialwifetribe.com. I'm going to try to come in a little bit more. I'm off of my semi hiatus. So hopefully I'll be able to jump in next week and continue to give you some motivation throughout each Monday. All right. I love you so much.